Selenium for Beginners with Rex Jones II. Closed captioning is available for you. Switch CC on or off.
Next is Fluent Wait. WebDriver Wait extends Fluent Wait, which pauses execution until the time has expired or an expected condition is met. WebDriver Wait is a specialization of Fluent Wait that uses WebDriver instances. Therefore, at the core of Explicit Wait is Fluent Wait, because Explicit Wait implements WebDriver Wait. Here's a sample of Fluent Wait that I would use in this demo. Go to Tools QA and take a look at our AUT, application under test. We will test a countdown timer that now shows buzz buzz. The timer starts at 40, count down to 0, then show buzz buzz. Driver.get. Paste the URL. Fluent Wait. Control space. Copy and paste the sample. Let's take care of the red X's and the lines. Import wait, Fluent Wait, and no such element exception. There's two no such element exception packages, but we will select the package from org.openqa.selenium. Import function by selecting the package com.google.common.base. Modify the seconds to include time unit. Dot. Time unit dot. We see the first comment states waiting 30 seconds for an element to be present on the page. That comment is referring to the with timeout method, which sets how long to wait for the condition to be true. The next comment states checking for its presence once every 5 seconds. This comment refers to the polling every method, which sets how often the condition should be evaluated. The ignoring method will ignore the no such element exception. We see parameters show exception to ignore. I will change the polling every method to 1 second. This test script will fail because the countdown timer on Tools QA starts at 40 and the with timeout method remains at 30. In our demos, I don't want to always show you the happy path scenarios, how our test script looks when it passes, but also show the failures. This will return an exception. Let's modify the sampler code. First, I will change foo to element. Next, we must find the element, which is countdown timer. Therefore, I will write driver dot find element by XPath. Then go back to our AUT tools QA and get the XPath's value. Inspect the element, copy XPath, and paste XPath. Assign the value to web element timer. After finding buzz, we want to get the text of buzz. So let's write timer.getText. Then assign the value to string message timer. The last modification is to write an if-then-else statement. You can watch video number 15, Java's conditional if statements, to get a better understanding of all three if statements. Within this if statement, we're going to print buzz. If message timer equals buzz, then print the sound of an opportunity clock is message timer. Else print message timer. Here's a breakdown of this if statement. If the message timer equals buzz, then print the sound of an opportunity clock is buzz. If it does not equals buzz, then print whatever the message shows on Tools QA after the clock reaches 40 seconds. Do you see the red X and how our return type is web element? That means we must return a web element. The error message shows this method must return a result of type web element. In this case, our web element is timer. So we must write return timer after printing buzz and write return null if the message timer is not buzz. Now the error message goes away. You can watch video number 9, relationship between Java's classes, objects, and methods, to get more information about return types. We are finished modifying the sample code. This test script will wait until the timeout expires or the condition becomes true. What is the condition? The condition is when buzz shows up on the page. Our code will poll every second, which means it will check the condition every second. The no such element exception will get ignored. We can add more exceptions to ignore if we choose to. The purpose of this function is to find buzz and return buzz. We have two arguments, WebDriver and WebElement. WebDriver is the parameter for the apply method. WebElement is the return type for the apply method. WebDriver is the input, while WebElement is the output. Driver is the input parameter, which helps find an element. The element is assigned to WebElement timer. We get the text, then assign the value to message timer. When message timer equals buzz buzz, the value is printed and returned as an output. Now let's run demo Fluent Wait. We see the polling for every second starting at 40, then counting down. This test script should fail when the countdown timer reaches 10 because we are waiting 30 seconds. Yes, the timeout exception showed up. Expected condition failed. Tried for 30 seconds with 1 second interval. This time, the test script will pass when I change 30 to 41. I would also change the comments 30 to 41 and 5 to 1. Run again. The sound of an opportunity clock is buzz buzz. An advantage of using Fluent Wait with the function element is the flexibility of passing an input object type and returning any object type. Object type, input. Object type, return. In this scenario, we pass WebDriver and returned WebElement. That's it for Fluent Wait. Thank you for watching Selenium Wait Methods. You can download your transcript, presentation, and automation code at tinyurl.com/selenium-wait-methods. https://tinyurl.com/SELENIUM-WAIT-METHODS.
Online courses coming soon. Books available in paperback, ebook, and PDF. All Part 1 ebooks and PDF documents are free. Programming books for UFT. Programming books for Java. Here's a Selenium automation book. And TestNG. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.